All right, so the next shot we have on the list is landscape photography. Now, this is a little bit more difficult because being that, from New York City, there's not really any quote unquote landscapes or nature photography. This is probably the most challenging type of photography to do. A lot of people don't get particularly excited about it. Think it's boring if you don't have trees or lakes or whatever, but I think it's one of the most exciting types of photography that you can do, especially in New York, because with all the change that's going on, you have these buildings that have been around for hundreds of years getting knocked down, and they're putting up all these condos, and new buildings are going up every day. Shooting landscape photography can help you capture all that change that's going around, and while it might not be the most exciting type of photography, you definitely have to have a sense of humor while you're out and about, because you might be sitting somewhere for like 5 to 10 minutes waiting for the light to go in the right place, or waiting for a person to get out of your shot. And I definitely think it's the most physically and mentally demanding type of photography. But if you have the patience and you've developed like the skills to capture what you enjoy in those landscapes, the world is your oyster, and you can really get any kind of shot that you want out of it. The difference between a landscape photo and a still life photo is, I would say, how close you get. So if you're doing a still life, you might be close. If you're shooting landscape, you're most likely using a 1635, 2470, that kind of lens. And within landscapes, you also have architecture, which is a really exciting thing to photograph, and I've been really excited to develop my passion with that this year as well. Shooting landscape photography is actually how I got started working with Nike, and that ended up being what I start doing right now. So in a way, that was kind of like my OG style of photography. For my portion of this project, I used a basketball court that I took over in Chinatown. I found a lot of interesting light balance and structures in the background, and I like the way that they juxtaposed and kind of bounced off each other. And that's what I've decided to share for this portion of the project.